Okay, sorry about that. We had a problem with our video card, and Jazz just reloaded it. Hopefully it'll be okay. So there you go, there's the Ultramel Clown. Just look at the blushing on that. Isn't it beautiful, Jared?
He's a stunner.
Yeah, and you took a picture for Instagram, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
What I'm going to try and do is actually release it from its other snakes. And he's got it in a headlock here.
Yeah.
Siblings having a little fight here, aren't they? Being constricted by his.
I can take that one off first, and then.
He's being constricted. Can you take that out for me, Jack? Because he's being constricted by his brother. Poor little fella. I think we'll put them in separate boxes before they kill each other. But there's the lovely, pretty clown there. Isn't that lovely? That one's a pretty one as well.
Yeah, they're really nice.
And then this one, I think.
He'll try and bite you.
We'll put him back. This is the guy that I really wanted to show everyone. Just look how beautiful that is. I mean. There he is. Isn't he lovely? Sorry, buddy, you were in a neck hold from your brother there, weren't you? I never heard of the story of a brother constricting a brother, Jared. So I think the sooner we get them into their individual robes, the better at this rate. It would be horrible to wake up and find that one's been constricted. And I suppose in theory that could happen.
Could. I think it was probably doing it because we were trying to grab it.
Yeah.
So it was holding on to whatever it could.
Yeah. But there we go. It's a beautiful, beautiful creature. Isn't it just lovely? Get some lovely close-up images, Jared. And see out of shed, you can see the full colour pattern. And once that's had a few mils, you're going to see quite an incredibly looking animal. Because I like them when they've had 3 or 4 mils, Jared. They start to bulk out a little bit.
Yeah, that's my favourite as well. Yeah. Get a bit of size on them.
Really beautiful. I'm paranoid that he's going to get constricted by his brother now, so I might just put him in his own separate tub.
We've got to set one up though. We haven't set any up.
Well, it won't take me 2 minutes, Jared. I just don't want it to get. I'm at that point now where I'm paranoid of losing him now. So let's just show you how we set him up. I'll just put one now. I've got some cocoa husk here, Jared. If we just bring the thing out here, bring it out there. That will use a nice clean one. Jared's cleaned some earlier. Okay. Now these tubs we bought from Gav at Balls to You LP on the LP rack side. Now I believe that these are
LP5's.
LP5. Actually, I don't think that one has been cleaned. Let's get a cleaner one. There we go. That one's clean. And we need to get a new one of those. So we just basically get we put that in the bedding. So the bedding goes in first.
Yeah, one on that side and half on the other.
This is hatchling bedding, by the way, isn't it? So you can buy this different types there. We just do that.
I will spray it down as well.
Jab will spray it down.
We have these sprayers
Yep.
that we keep at room temperature.
Yep.
Pump them up. Make sure it's just spraying lightly, and then.
Now remember, it's come out of very high humidity, so we want to put it into quite a high humidity box or tub.
Give it a nice bit. It absorbs a lot of water, so give it a good soak.
And then we get a clean deli cup in there, and then we put some water in there, Jared. And then we'll put him against the cocoa husk and see how he looks against the cocoa husk. But this is the process that we do to set up. Once they're out of shed, they get their individual tubs, and then they're getting ready for feeding. And there he is. I'm just going to enjoy him myself for a bit longer. He's got some beautiful markings on him. Look at the patterns on him, Jared.
Yeah.
I think the Ultramel Clowns together are a very, very good combination. Can you see the rich golden tones and yellow tones on the clown? The Ultramel achieves that, and then the beautiful black back becomes a very rosy purple red. And the beautiful thing about Ultramel Clowns is banana clowns were produced in a day and were very expensive, but they started to fade and get spots, whereas with the Ultramel Clown it gets the same impact of the beautiful colours, but it holds the colour, and that's why they're becoming more popular, and they don't get the spots either. So the Ultramel Clowns are very much sought after at the moment in the industry, and you can see the spots on the side. Now it hasn't got leopard. We want to put leopard into this, but can you see the spots that come from the clown? See that? Mm-hmm. That's really beautiful. And the head stamp's got a love heart. Now look at the love heart on the head stamp as well, which is beautiful. And you've got a crazy face on the side pattern there. You see the crazy face?
Yep.
Yeah. So I would say that's a very, very beautiful looking snake. And then you can see how the alien heads merge at the back there. And you've even got crossover here, which is quite rare. Can you see the alien head crossovers?
No.
So the two alien heads are crossing over the dorsal, which is unusual. And they're joining up.
No.
Which is normally indicative of monsoon. Now we do think we could have monsoon in some of our Ultramel. I'm just wondering whether he's got the monsoon head stamp. If he has, if he's hit for monsoon, Jared, this will go to the next level. But I think we'll actually do a shed test on that before we make any opinion on it. But just look at the head stamp. Beautiful. Right, let's put him in the tub. There you go, buddy. And then you can get a video footage of him in his new rub. He kind of camouflages nicely on the cocoa, doesn't he? And he wants to have a little bit of exploration time. He's got a nice gentle nature, which is lovely.
Yeah, he's a nice little snake.
Yeah. He was the first out of the egg, wasn't he? And very inquisitive, wants to explore his territory. So I think we've got one which has got an incredibly nice, already domesticated, socialised already without us having to do much. And that's lovely. When you get snakes like that, it's beautiful. Really, really lovely, Jared. So it's showcasing the Ultramel Clown. I say it'll look even better once it's got a few meals in it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, Jared, how are you getting on with feeding of the hatchlings, which is the next point I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I've got the first 2 clutches almost completely feeding.
Yeah.
Then we're going to work on clutch 3 and 4
Yeah.
this week. Normally it takes them a couple of weeks to get on food.
Yeah.
So they should be good.
Where's the other Ultramel Clown, Jared?
I put it in there.
Sorry?
I put it back.
You put it back, okay,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
they're
fine.
shedding.
So we could sex it, Jared, to work out the sex. I don't know whether you want to have a go. Because we want a boy and a girl.
It's quite hard when they're this small, but I'll give it a go.
If there's hemipings, I'll be jumping.
I think there are. Let me have a look. Not sure actually. I think it might be a girl.
Okay. We'd love one.
We'll find out later.
Yeah, we'd love one girl and we'd love one boy, wouldn't we, Jared? That would be the ideal scenario. And then we've got a beautiful breeding pair. So that's all really good news. So he's nicely set up now. We'll put him in there for now, Jared. And then we'll put a label on him as well, which is really good.
Yeah. We'll move them all around. Maybe we'll put these ones a bit lower down and then have the Ultramel clutch there.
Absolutely. So let's just have a look and see. We're talking about hatchlings, Jared. You said you fed the Batman clutch.
meal.
I think this is one with a meal in it. Now you can see the difference that once they've had a meal, they fill out. The beauty of the animal shows itself even more. So
I haven't cleaned this morning yet. But
no. There you got it. Now she's got a really good sized head, proportion wise. So she looks like she's got a lovely dimensions about her. And we'll bring her out, Jared, and just see how she's looking.
She's a nice girl.
Yeah. There she is.
She tries to bite me a few times. But
Has she?
Good, 'cause she's got a good feeding response.
Yeah. I don't want to get bitten, but there we go.
You might.
You've got her into feeding mode, have you?
She feeds really well, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's that big after only 1 meal.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful, Jared. Absolutely adorable. We think in here we've got a leopard-enchy vanilla clown. That's what we think we've got here. We don't think we hit the spot nose, so we don't know. We know she's not a
pastel as well.
And pastel as well, yeah. I'm going to carefully.
We've got pastel, enchy, leopard, lesser, vanilla clown.
There she is.
That's what we think it is.
She's a beauty. And then, which other ones did you have feeding, Jared, that were eating?
So everything with a dot. So that one fed.
Yeah.
This one fed. Which is a leopard, not a visual clown, but
yeah.
And then this one fed, which again, another leopard.
Yeah.
And this one fed. And then on this side we had the Enchies feed, which are the VPI Exantic pieds.
So they're triple hets, and they're Enchi and they're feeding
and
nicely.
DG.
And we've got DG in as well.
And this one fed, this one fed, this one fed. They're just normal looking. So
excellent. So the babies
next will be clutch 3 that we'll work on, and clutch 4.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Triple het Ultramel Clown pies. They're now set up, and let's have a little look and see how they're looking, Jared. So they're just straight triple hets, aren't they? There's no codoms in them.
No. Well, this one's got pastel.
Oh, that one's got pastel, is it? Yeah. Okay. That's only lesser.
And this one's got lesser.
Oh, lesser. Yep.
And this one is the pastel lesser.
So that's got the 2 genetics. Has that one shed out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the pastel lesser looks really pretty, and that's triple het. So there's 2 genetics going in. And again, we haven't sexed them yet.
And there's another lesser here.
Yeah.
So there's 2 lessers, 1 pastel lesser, and then 2 just triple hets.
Yeah. What we might do, Jared, is when we sell to our friends, we might package them up in a way that makes them either into a project to allow people to get into the triples. But we're really pleased with how they're doing.
And then we've got the Cine Champagnes.
Cine Champagnes, so we just do a little
That's
update.
the nicest one, I think.
Okay, let's bring those out and put them on the light box, or not light box, but on the table. But they're getting ready to eat. Have they eaten yet, Jared?
No, they haven't fed yet.
They haven't fed
They're only
yet.
a week.
So they're only a week out of the egg.
This one might feed.
It looks like it's showing an interest, doesn't it? So this is the grey matter project. So you can see they're settling in okay into their new homes, and they've got that beautiful colour. Now this one seems a lot darker. The one that you were showing here is much lighter than this one.
Yeah, this one's got like grey on it almost.
Yeah.
But it's not a grey matter, but it's
No.
dark. So I wonder if one is
black pastel,
black
and
pastel,
one might be
one's cinnamon.
One might be black pastel, and one may be cinnamon. But they've got the beautiful. This one's got a beautiful black eye. Has that one got a black eye as well?
Yeah, I think they both got black eyes.
Isn't that just beautiful though? I think that's absolutely stunning. It's a lovely looking animal, isn't it? I just love the champagne. And they are het for pied, are they?
Yeah, het for pie.
Yeah.
Champagnes always have a ringer like that.
And look at that. They look like they're pied, but they're
In fact,
not.
they're possible het pied
Are they possible het pied?
because the mum's a het.
So when you put a champagne with either black pastel or cine, you get that effect, do you, Jared?
Even just a normal champagne can have ringers.
Right. It does look like
they
a
often
pie.
throw ringers.
Yeah.
They look like pies. I reckon they're het pied, but
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful looking animals. So they're doing really well. And this one here looks like he wants to have some food. So
Yeah,
we're going to
real
get some
aggressive.
wrap fluffs for them. We need to order some more, Jared.
yeah.
We've had a couple of our friendly families come over this week to pick up some snakes, Jared, and that went really well. And you've got another family coming on Tuesday who's coming to pick up a breeding pair from the facility, and that will be Archie, who's very keen. And it's lovely because the families that we've built up this friendship with, it's their first snakes, and you just see them setting up their first snakes. They're so excited, Jared. It's just really lovely to be able to see these families coming on board. But we'll just put these 2 back as well. So that's all good. Right, is there anything else, Jared, that we've got here? This boy here hasn't taken. This is the smallest sibling, so we've got to encourage him. We're going to get the technique to get this little fella feeding. So that obviously there is an art to getting them feeding, and it's all to do with the size of prey and timing. Now, because he's only 50 grams, he was slightly smaller. He was from a boob egg. To get him feeding, Jared, we need to get his humidity up. So it looks to me as though his humidity looks like, I mean, we've only just come in, we haven't cleaned yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take him out a second so you can have a look at him. There he is, and I'll just going to spray down his bedding. And that
Do it like this,
humidity,
do it like this.
that humidity will help.
I'm gonna go close and do it.
Okay, just find it a little bit all over the table kind of thing. So I'll top up his water as well. So I think getting the humidity right is helpful. And I think what we're going to do is, last year we had a problem with some of our smaller snakes, and we overcame it, and we learned that although they like to take wrap fluffs normally, our snakes, and they're straight on to wrap fluffs, we can actually get smaller multis, and we bought some really small multis, didn't we, Jared?
Yep.
And those small multis really got them feeding. The other thing that helps is actually if you allow them to settle in their new home and don't overhandle them, just let them relax and then let them get ready to feed. the preparation's important, isn't it, Jared? So a rat, well, he wants to come out and play. If you look at him, he does want to explore. But he's absolutely beautiful, Jared, isn't he? Look at the spots on those sides there, which the leopard is doing. And he's just a stunning looking snake, isn't he? Really happy to have him in the collection. And again, we haven't sexed it whether it's a boy or girl, but again, that will help us hit the future Batmans because it's carrying a lot of the genes, just short of one spot nose. So we'll just let him explore his new territory there, and we'll put him back. But many of the families that have come in have fallen in love with him, Jad.
Yeah, he's mostly.
I mean, I think the leopard clowns with the extra enchi and perhaps vanilla actually make them look really beautiful, I think. Yeah. So that's that one there. Now we need to also maybe just do a little update on some other things here, because last year's babies, Jared, are coming on really well. We've got Gandalf the Grey. Now these two were very popular with the families that came in, and I think one of them actually wanted to walk away with one of them. One of the families wanted to walk away with one. So let's just bring out this baby here from last year. And I think Gandalf the White is part of the same clutch. And I think we've also got, there's a third somewhere, Jared, which is really beautiful. I'm trying to remember which one it was now. But it's much more of a purple passion look to it.
Yeah, it's grey with a line down it.
Yeah, do you know what that one is, Jared? Where that
Yeah.
one is? You can get that one for me as well. I wanted to show those three off.
I think he was on this side, isn't he?
Maybe I've
moved him.
Did I move him over?
Yeah.
Is it that one there? This is the one that when the families came to visit, they asked whether he was available, and we haven't decided yet, have we? But we're not going to keep all of them. But these are het for Ultramel as well, Jared, I believe. So they are effectively purple passions with perhaps yellow belly in the mix, and they are het for Ultramel, Jared. So quite powerful animals, which is great. And what I'll do is I'll just top up their water.
Yeah, we'll do them in a minute. So.
We did the filming first today, we haven't done any cleaning or any humidity adjusting. But while we've got them out, we'll just show you our little technique. Just wet the bedding down. You do it probably every 3 days, don't you, Jared, just to get that nice.
Yeah, when it looks dry, I just spray it down.
Yeah. Give that a little spray down. Give that a little spray down. And that just keeps the humidity up, because even though at the moment the weather's nice for us, it's not too hot. There is we've had a rainy week, so the humidity in the air is high anyway, but you just want to make sure that the humidity is kept up. But he's beautiful, isn't it? A beautiful looking snake, Jared?
Yeah.
A lot of people fall in love
snakes.
with those, and that's really good. Okay.
There's your looking snake.
Right. Back up there. And that one up there. Right, I think that'll do it on the snake candy. I think we shared quite a lot of snake candy. So Jared and I also, once we finish cleaning, we're going to ultrasound some of our girls. Now these are the ones that are doing some locking at the moment. We're still locking. Jared came in, we had 3 pairs, and we've got 2 locks out of the 3 pairs so far. This is the DG Clown. Pastel Desert Ghost Clown Girl, double het. Harley Quinn. And we put in our DG, Pastel DG Het Clown Boy in there. And they were locked earlier. Are they still locked, Joe?
Yeah, still not.
So there's your locking. We're hoping to get the Super Pastel DG Clowns, and once they've finished, Jared, we will ultrasound her perhaps later in the year, and later in the week, sorry. And there was another lock, Jared, you mentioned over here. So the Sunset Clown Project, we put Sunny, who's a beautiful boy, to Linnea, who's a clown girl. Well, they look at that for a lock. That's a really powerful lock. And you can see he's got, I think OD in him. An OD,
The
Enchi OD, and even Pastel, I'm not sure, I can't remember if he's got. Just check what is in there.
There's a Pastel Enchi. He's not even OD, it's the girl that's OD.
Yeah, but
Pastel Enchi, Het Sunset, possible Het Clown.
50% het clown. Now, this will prove him out. We haven't actually done a shed test on him, but we're going to prove him out by putting him. And even if he isn't a 50% het for clown, their babies will be
Possible het sunsets.
Possible het sunsets fit at
100%
100% het clown, and that's what we want, and we shed test them and get what we need. Lucky her sister's also been locking with the same boy, so we're doing it. We're doubling our chances here by actually putting 2 homebred beautiful clowns. You can see how big they are, Jazz. She's going into shed, but I want to do ultrasounds on these 2 once they finish their locking to see how they're doing. And then the other one, which I think we will ultrasound, Jared, which is going to be this girl over here. Where are we? It will be Koji. She's got to be ultrasounded.
Yeah, she was 35 mil, so she'll be going.
So if we have a look at her,
She looks like she's in a pre-lay shed.
I think she's going through pre-lay shed. She was 30 odd mil, wasn't she? So
35, so
35.
yeah.
So
that was a month ago. This is probably a pre-lay shed.
yeah. So there is a chance, and she's nesting as well. No longer cooling. That's the sign that you could have a clutch there. Now, what could we hit with that? She's a leopard double het DG pied. We put our DG pied boy tattoo to her. So we got, what are the chances of hitting?
50%.
Is it, so if we say to a double visual to a double het, is that 1 out of 4? 1 out of 4 for DG pieds.
Yeah.
And then a 50% chance for the leopard to go in, so it's 1 out of 8. So she gives us 8 eggs. We should hit a leopard DG pied. If she gives us a small clutch, then obviously we won't necessarily have that.
Right, we should get a couple of DG pieds though.
Yeah. Okay, so just to finish the video, Jared, let's have a little look here, see what we've got here. Yeah, a little bit of sad news actually. Our beautiful dog Diesel passed last week, and had him for 12 years. He's a French bulldog, and I think he's been on 1 or 2 videos running into the shoots before. And my daughter Emily basically treated him like a baby brother, Jared, and she was really going through quite a mourning process. But she's decided to create a, well, I called it a shrine to him. And there's a picture of what she's done there. She's got a couple of candles. We've got the ashes and fur in the box there, and then you can see his little paw print, some pictures of him as well. And what I'll do is I'll show you the let's have a little look, see if I can find it. But we've got some beautiful pictures of him. If I can just see if I can find them. In fact, the easiest way to do it is to go here. There we go. These are the pictures that we've got of him, and there's Diesel for you. So we've got some special artistic pictures made up for him as well, and Emily's got pictures in the kitchen, which where he resided, and his spirit's still with us. And although it's very, very sad to lose an animal, it's nice to know that we've got his memories and we've got his spirit in our home, and Emily's made that shrine as well, so I thought that was lovely. And there's another picture of him there, the dog lovers out there, you can see how beautiful he is. So it is sad when you lose a part of the family like this, and when you're grieving, you know that the love is very deep, and Emily's definitely going through quite a grieving process right now, but she's handling it well by actually, you know, doing these kind of things. So that was a little bit of sad news. On terms of my birthday, I mean, my birthday went really well, Jared, and Mandy, my wife, made me something really special, which I was going to show you what she made me. Put a lot of time into this. Mandy's very creative, and you have to excuse some of the pictures in here, but she's gone through our album and put together 60 years of Paul, which is this one here. So it's a lovely little book with messages from the family, grandchildren and my children, and it really touched me. That was one of the most beautiful presents I could have asked for. When that came, it really did move me quite emotionally, and it's just lovely to have these bespoke presents made by family members. And the other present which came, Jared, on my birthday, which I'll share with the community, because quite a few people are asking me how my health's doing. My hip is getting progressively worse. We had an x-ray done a couple of weeks ago, and they x-rayed my hip, they x-rayed my pelvis and my knee, and the pelvis and the knee are doing fine. There's mild wear and tear, if you like, on that, but the hip is getting progressively worse, to the point where I've been recommended a choice of 12 different hospitals, and I'm going through the process now of actually phoning up, shortlisting those hospitals and phoning the hospitals up to find out what kind of procedures they can do to see whether they can do a sports hip replacement. Now, luckily in my salmon community I had a friend who's a retired paramedic who had a sports hip replacement, and what they do is they put in a titanium ball into your femur, and they have a very strong ceramic cup, and the ball and the cup are designed in such a way that you can actually do sports, which is what I want, because I've just turned 60 and hopefully there's a few more years left in me, and I want something which is going to give me mobility. So of the choice of the 12 hospitals, I was told that one of them particularly do these sports hip replacement, Jared, and if they do that, and that's the one I want, and I bond and trust the surgeon who's going to do the operation, I could actually have this done within 9 months, which would be fantastic, because I am struggling to hobble around, as Jared knows, and it would be lovely to get a new lease of life back and give me strength and maybe sleep better at night, because this does keep me up. If I do come in a little bit tired, and you're probably thinking, Paul's had a night in the town, it's not me having a night in the town, it really is, I get 3 or 4 hours sleep, Jared. So thank you so much for your support and love. Thank you so much for all the things that keep us buoyed up, the friendships, the fellowship that we have in the community, how we help one another through that. I hope you enjoyed the update on the Ultramel Clowns and the babies. We'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.